Thank you so much. So much, when I first got banned from YouTube for talking about Democrats and adrenochrome, I thought that really was going to be the death of the channel, It really did, but we're back, bigger, better than ever. Yeah, still? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. So, I hear there's, heck, let me fucking talk. Shut the fuck up. This is my time. I hear there's a virus going around. It's relatively recent news. I don't know. I haven't been paying a whole bunch of attention, but they're wanting us to quarantine ourselves. Yes, really. Good luck with that. No one's doing that. I can promise you no one's doing that. They told us we're gonna go in public to wear masks. Asking me to go in public. This guy. Oh man. So anyway, we've got a great show for you tonight. We've got David Allen here. Yes, give him a round of applause. Boy, does he ever have a whole lot of explaining to do, because, he's the whole reason I'm, here. So let's go ahead and get this show started.
In the year 2020, David Allen launched what became the Bort Rudiger podcast, exploding onto the internet with nearly 11 followers in its first 6 months. With an almost completely absent audience, David Allen continued to make new episodes and even new characters, some of them controversial. The most controversial of them being the character Bunker Dave. In order for the viewer to fully understand this documentary, the filmmaker wishes to explain a little bit about how the Bort Rudiger podcast works. The entire podcast is run by David Allen, who takes on 3 different characters. Bort Rudiger, the host of the show, the real David Allen, a fictionalized version of the real David Allen, if that makes sense, and also Bunker Dave. Bunker Dave was mostly a character representing everything wrong that the real David Allen saw in the world. Fortunately, YouTube pulled a video after probably one of the real David Allen's friends on Facebook reported it.
But Facebook is owned by China and, frankly, the Jews. So you might want to start thinking about an alternative social media platform to get your information from.
I'm gonna try as hard as I can, because remember, we do still share part of our brain with
trying
the
to keep
real
it
David
PC.
Allen, and complaining about who may or may not own Facebook kind of puts him in some sketchy waters, So we do have to think about that other part of our brain that is still semi-active, right? Bort Rudiger, while oftentimes taking on supernatural powers and sending the real David Allen to heaven and hell, is mostly a parody of any male NPR voice, much like I'm doing right now. The name is simply a combination of 2 fake names that Bart Simpson gives throughout the television show, The Simpsons. Because the only thing funnier than one classic Simpsons joke is 2 classic Simpsons jokes. After being banned from YouTube, Bunker Dave fled to Colorado, where he said, and I quote, "It's the only place where the gays can't get me." The pressures of fame had clearly gotten to Bunker Dave. After receiving his 11th follower, he'd become a recluse, afraid of everyone. I'd reached out to him before, requesting an interview, and he'd never returned my call. Until one day, he did.
Oh shit.
We can't do the interview.
No.
I don't want to be interviewed.
No, it's
You don't want to be interviewed.
Bunker Dave.
Listen,
No, it really is. It's Bunker Dave. I have to take it. Hey, Bunker Dave. This is the real David Allen. I've been trying to reach you for a while. I'm kind of making a documentary, and I'd like you to be a part of it.
I'm not interested whatsoever unless you can get me some good quality H on your way down here. Now, you're going to have to drive your pretty little ass up to Seattle, buy some H, and drive it back down here to Colorado. The worst part is going to be Utah. You know, I used to think I hated Mormons. Turns out I just hated Utah.
Hate would become a recurring theme when dealing with Bunker Dave.
Now, your name's David, and my name's David. But I know I'm not Jewish. You I'm not so sure about.
Well, I'm not sure how that's relevant to the documentary.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
It's relevant.
But, if it makes you feel any better, I don't think that I'm Jewish. After assuring Bunker Dave that I was not in fact Jewish, he agreed to the interview so long as I showed up there with some of Seattle's finest black tar heroin, which I was happy to do for him anyway because heroin's awesome. I'd asked Bunker Dave what he'd been up to over the last 6 months, and he said he was writing an album, one that would prove once and for all that he was straight. He'd grown tired of the YouTube comments saying that he was, quote, really gay. He took offense to it.
Ooh. Y'all been asking for this one for a while. And I'm about to spit it. So open up your fucking mouths. Cause you're about to get it. This is a song about going to the bathroom, trying to mind your own business, and someone stands right next to you. And you gotta defend your manhood against another man standing next to you when you're just trying to casually take a piss. That's not okay. There's other stalls. Alright, here we go. I went into the bathroom to take a pee. Motherfucker stood right next to me, so I said, nice watch. But I bet you got a nicer cock. No homo. Okay. So I looked up and into his eyes. Then I looked down, saw he wasn't circumcised. No homo. I think. Detroit 1! Detroit 1! Jim! Ooh. Yeah, and my rhymes are unpredictable. So whip your dick out on the dick table. No homo. Ooh. Yeah. And you know what? Fuck it. Pull down your pants, whip out your dick, I'm gonna suck it. No homo though. Like at all. No homo. For real.
After watching Bunker Dave consume an astounding amount of drugs, he asked me if I would be on his late show. When I asked him, what's your late show? He said he created his own late night television show because all of the other ones are just liberal bullshit. So he created his own. It didn't make much sense then, and it doesn't make much sense now. For a desk, he uses a folding beer pong table, the light, obviously bought on Amazon, and a battery charger to power it. What I didn't know at the time is that he forces all of his guests at gunpoint to play John Denver songs until the early morning. I would soon become one of his victims. To my knowledge, this is the only episode that has ever aired, because no cameras are allowed on set, even to film the show. When I asked him, why have a late night show if no one's allowed to film it? He said, well, I'm not a fucking sellout, and he proceeded to shoot heroin into his arm. Mad props, Bunker Dave. Mad props.
Shit. Ladies and gentlemen, David Allen. All right, well, first of all, I want to thank you for absolutely nothing since you got me banned, but I'm happy you're here. Now,
it's great to be here.
Tell us what's been going on out there. I've heard a lot of strange things about viruses, quarantines.
It's really quite the place.
And thought maybe you'd enlighten us about that a little bit.
Well, there was a virus that everyone was pretty scared of. Shut down schools, shut down a lot of stuff. Quarantining, social distancing, wearing masks. There's a weird toilet paper thing for a while. Hey, you didn't miss quite, but you can go. This isn't news though. It's pretty much over now.
Well, my understanding is
pretty much over.
You drove all the way over here for to shoot a movie, something, one of them moving pictures.
Doing quite a bit of filming, just random Timothy Treadwell type stuff. Just
tell us a little bit about that.
I got friends that live in Colorado, so I decided to drive down and thought it would be fun to film some stuff and use some of my equipment and that I bought during the quarantine actually. And I started messing around with video editing and audio editing stuff, went a little crazy. One way in one scene, and then I adjusted the camera when I shouldn't have and should have kept filming. That sort of stuff.
Well, I guess do we have a clip we can run? Sure.
Oh,
sure, right here maybe.
We can run a clip.
Go on, get it. Well, best of luck in all your endeavors, because it's obviously well filmed. Yeah, sure it'll do real better than I'm doing. That's what I'm guessing. And it's also my understanding that you're going to sing for us. I said,
whoa.
Are you ready to sing for us?
Okay, yes, yeah, I'll sing for you. I'll sing.
Sing. I'm going over there. That's right.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River, life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze, country roads take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads. All my enemies gather round her, miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye, country roads take me home, to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear her voice in the morning hour. She calls me, the radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country road, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country road, take me home. Country roads, take me home.
Go on, get it.
Oh, good. He's waking up.
Waking up? What do you mean? Waking up.
You've been asleep for so long.
That wasn't asleep. That was real. All of it.
What do you remember?
Everything, like all at once almost. Is this a joke?
Well, welcome back.
Back to where? What is this? I don't know where I am.
We hope you had fun, at least.
Of course,
Occasionally.
of course I had fun. Like it was a life, an entire life.
Would you like to go back?
Yeah, of course. Like what is this? Like where am I right now? This doesn't make any sense.
You're back. That's where you are.
Oh, I want to go back.
Everything else didn't matter.
No, I want to go back to whatever was back before this.
As much as it felt like it did,
No, it did.
it was all a big nothing.
No, it wasn't a big nothing. It meant something to me. That's what.
And now you want to go back,
Of course I want to go back.
even though you know it's pretend.
There's no way any of that was pretend. And even if it was pretend, it was way better than whatever this is. Like,
It was all pretend.
this is nothing. This is the big nothing.
This is everything.
Everything else was something.
It was nothing.
There's no way it was
It's
nothing.
nothing more than a simulation.
Simulation of what? Of what?
This is what's real. Everyone you know, or knew, or thought you knew. Nothing. Just your brain.
No, it was more.
How's that for crazy?
That's insane, is what that is. Like, I want to go back. What do I have to do to go back? Tell me how to get back.
You be patient. You lay back down.
I'll do anything.
And understand that you won't remember any of this.
I don't care.
And it'll be almost the exact same.
I don't care.
Because you always go back as the same person.
No, I want to go back.
Sure, you want to go back.
Yes, I want to go back.
Then go back and make the same mistakes like you did last time, and the time before that,
It's worth it.
and the next time, and the next time.
worth it to me.
Because of your pride and your ego won't let you stay here to worship me
It's worth
for all eternity.
It's worth it.
Go with Christ.